And technically you were off yesterday, but quickly went into work because a man died Sunday when his motorcycle hit the back of an SUV on Bird Drive.
It's where I live, and so I saw this, and Mike, you've covered enough of these. You know when you roll up on a scene, you can tell if it's serious, and unfortunately this was. A man died in this crash. He was on actually the red motorcycle coming down Bird, so that's northbound on Bird, hit the back of that SUV. And I'm afraid that was it. And then his buddy behind him saw him hit the back of that SUV and wiped out as well. So actually two separate crashes. Fortunately, just the one fatal, not both, but still just horrifying.
And you were right there because you live nearby. What was your reaction when you came across the scene?
Your heart just jumps into your throat. I mean, I know you've covered plenty of these as well. And when there's that many officers and everybody is that quiet and you see piles of belongings in the road, you figure out pretty quickly what happened. And Mike, unfortunately, no helmets involved here, police don't think. And that's something, you're not legally obligated to wear one, but you look at scenes like this and you say probably a good idea.
Yeah, yes indeed, no question about it.
More sad news, although fortunately no one hurt here. This is the east side of Erie, East 10th this morning. A house that caught fire around 3 o'clock and actually reignited around 6. It was boarded up, and so it was hard for firefighters to get in here. House obviously going to be a loss.
Yeah, no question about it. The good news, no injuries reported, but it rekindled, as you said, around 6 a.m. So fire inspector had to take a closer look with this one.
But you have to try to figure out what's causing this. And in situations like this, even if there's no one in that house, what about adjoining houses? If one, you don't want that domino effect. Fortunately, not the case here. Vacant house burns to the ground, not good, but could have been a lot worse. And speaking of could have been a lot worse, this is stunning. This is in New Hampshire. That plane's about to crash right into the water, but believe it or not, the pilot was more or less unscathed, didn't even have to go to the hospital.
And look at the reaction or non-reaction of the people. They're almost in shock just watching.
Right, I think just stunned silence.
Yeah, really stunned to watch this happen.
You know, you see it coming in low and you're thinking, oh boy, that plane's low. And then, wait a minute, it's getting way too low. But again, no injuries reported. Pilot was literally walked away.
Imagine being in the water and you see that plane coming down at you. What a stunner.
Absolutely terrifying. They already have the plane out of the water.
Wow.
No harm, no foul, I guess, but a lot of people have an incredible story to tell. And pilot does too, a story about being lucky to be alive.